Hey, welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing well. In today's video we're going to talk about jewels and how to arrange your cabinet. So what you will see me do is unsocket a lot of jewels. The reason for that is, like, for example, if you're not a rally lead, or even if you are a rally lead and you don't have spare jewels, what you want to do is you want to make sure your mix set has got the best jewels instead of your one trick type. So because most of the time you actually going to defend on your mix instead. So what you want to do is you want to maximize. Yes, I know it costs a lot of gems to replace them, and you know why I have done it in the first place. It all depends in which kingdom you currently are. So for example, in my case, I am in a kingdom where there is a lot of, champ max account players where you're gonna get 15-20 plus rallies. So having purple jewels across all your gear set, it's not ideal because we're never gonna go, well, personally I will never go and attack forts. So what I want to do is I want to maximize my attack to make sure I can defend those rallies. So now it's the best time to basically go back to all my gear and remove all the purple jewels, and then obviously turn them into gold. I'm hoping that I will be able to get my mix set complete with mix attack jewels. There will be one or two items that I may have like monster jewels, so in that case it's okay to have them because they still give you 10% attack. Like for example, it will all depend on what failings you go into to defend. So if you look at my cup, for example, it's got infantry range and the monster range. So because you can't put two range gold attack jewels in one piece, so what you're doing is then you're maximizing your range attack, because majority of the time I'm going to defend either in infantry or range failings. So that's another thing that I want to come to when you set in your talents as well, and obviously what type of gear you're going to have. In an ideal world, you want to go for a mixed set where you've got different items from different monster chests. So because it will help you build a really good gear quicker instead of having one set. Like for example, on champ pieces, all items require all the mains, and that's why the champ gear it's much more expensive than any other gear, because obviously the drop rate is just too rubbish, and of course because you need mains for every single piece, that's why it takes a lot of time. So buying the $20 rising champ is a good idea. But let's not go off the topic and go back to the jewels. So if you have a look at my gear, I'm obviously, I'm working on army, attack, HP, and it's mainly infantry and range focused, because that's, as I said in the beginning, those are the failings I'm going to defend, and I'll make a video of what you should defend with later on in the week, so you can understand a bit more. And then any spare jewels that I've got left, once I make sure all my mix gear has got the best jewels it can, I am going to use the spares for my other sets. I think Cav is probably the ones I have more spare jewels, and then that's where I'm gonna do. On here I'm debating whether to use Mitts or Codex, because obviously Codex gives Cav and range, and obviously I'm going for range. But in the end I decided having army HP is more better for my set, especially when you want to defend rallies instead of the Codex. So I removed the ranger jewel from there. initially I was gonna leave it just in there. Yeah, and then let's just have a look at the infantry set. Obviously we need to remove the attack jewels from the accessories so we can turn them into gold. And what I mean by the cup, if you have a look at it, it's got obviously range, infantry, and worm jewel. So in this case, it's okay to have that worm jewel because it gives you 10% infantry attack. I mean range attack. I was thinking of removing the infantry and maybe put another infantry jewel from the monster. So obviously take them out from here and then merge them into one, so it gives me another 10%. But in the end, I decided it wasn't worth it, so I just left it as it was. So because I was struggling to get extra jewel for the mitt, you know, I think I've run out. I've only got a purple range jewel and I've got no infantry left. So what we're gonna do is just put the range in there for now, and then we will worry about the infantry later on. If it comes to it, I'll probably buy a jewel chest when it comes out next, after obviously I open all my guild quests and admin quests, and hopefully we can get some drops from there. If we do, that's great, and that's what we need. If we don't, then it doesn't matter. We're gonna get the jewel pack when it comes out next. So if you look at the stats, I've got, you know, 260 on range and 280, nearly 280 on infantry, and that's what we're going to defend with. And then from here we can put the spare cav jewels in the cav set, because we don't have any more use for them. So yeah, we can just put them back in there because it will help us when we want to do some solos. You know, if you solo in someone with between 60 to 90 million might nowadays, majority of the time they will sit on inf failings. So in an ideal world, you're just gonna hit with cav. So if you've got those spare jewels, you can put them back in there. And also by doing this, it kind of gives you an idea of how many jewels you will need for your blast sets. So on infantry we need another 4 jewels to make sure we maximize our stats. And on range, I need a lot of range jewels. So you know, you can work out your budget and what you need to spend to get those jewels. Obviously if you are a pay to play player, that's you know, yeah, it's slightly more expensive because it costs a lot of gems, but sooner or later you will need to do it. If you haven't done it from the beginning, now it's a good time to go back and check your jewels for all your sets and make sure you've got the best jewels on your mix attack instead of your blasts, especially if you're not a rally leader or if you're in a kingdom where there is a lot of titans in there and you're expecting to get rallied multiple times. I hope this video is somehow useful, and I just want to take this moment to thank you all for the incredible support you've given me over the last few months. We are growing fast, and you know, it's what motivates me to make these videos, and I hope you will continue to support. And as always, don't forget to sub and like. You knew I was gonna say that. Until next time, I hope you stay safe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care everyone. Bye for now.